Hi guys, this is Dinah Innes here, Sages of Fae. Pardon. We're going to go in today with today's dates. So we're going to start off as I normally do with nothing. And we're going to come over to the 27th of April. So I'm looking at my calendar, just doubly checking. So here we go. 27. 27 would be this card. If I wanted to pay this kind of attention, which I'll show you as we go on. So now we've got 27th of April, 20, 25. Now we have 45 here straight away because 20 and 25 is 45. Now we're going to hit that on the above and you're going to get 9. So now you're going to put the month in for, because we're coming into May, eh? Make the most of what we've got now, because this is the last day that this card's going to do something. And I'll show you as we go along. So, this is telling this card to go away, because it's nearly finished its month. So now, 7, 8, 9. Now you see here, there's a strong pitch. They're pole pushing. So you can always see evidently what's going on astrologically because it will show you in the cards. So we add this up and we're going to get 76. Yep, double checking. So now this is the last day that this card, 76, can actually call this pitch. Whatever you're forging, whatever you're putting into place, is the heaviest weight here. But before I do that, we'll carry on. So now on the heavy and lightweight, I hope you can know your cards. Oh, what joy. Look at this. So I might have to try and take you back. That's what I do. I take you back. Sorry about that. So now we're going to come over here and we've got just a tad here, 76. Now you're going to see the next card here is 22. Well, this tarot system is 0 to 22, so we know this is the full card. But again, 4. You add this up here, you're going to get 13. Because 7 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, no Sherlock, this is your 3, 1, 4. So now 1 and 3 is 4. Rainbow Bridge comes over. This is an 8. An uneven 8, hence why I'm wearing the beads uneven. So now we're going to come to the middle. There's your deduction coming off. And you're going to get 54. The last melon, the last day, the 9th day of 54. That means it's over rover. This card is not going to play. Now it's going through the eye of a needle. It's getting ready to let go. Looking at the card of the day, you're looking at the 7 of clubs. Well, there's beauty in here already because I can already see what the narrative is, but we'll take our time. I'll get Lucy and we'll see where we are. So we're on the 9th day of 54. Here's Lucy, the 9th day of 54. So we come along here. There's the first day. There's the second. There's the third. There's the fourth. So on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 8, 7 is the heaviest that it can be. So you can see 4, 8, and 7 is the profit of frequency here. No, 4, 8, 6, you dummy. What am I doing? You know why? Because I've been looking at square roots and things this morning. So we'll look at that again. Double check 4, 8, 6. There it is. So now if I wanted to relieve myself of this understanding once I'd gotten full expression, I could quite happily go along and read the cards accordingly. I'm going to try and put something behind this to try and shut that up. There we go. There we go. You can see that now, can't you? Look at that. So now we're going to have some fun. We're going to put the cards down accordingly. So here you have for the year the Hermit. I seem to like this card a lot. Most people that have a 9 will get to learn this card very quickly. So I'm going to throw that straight up there on the Essence. Okay, there it is there on the Essence. So now I can go ahead and grab the wishing card for the whole year. This really is a year of how we're going to compress this 9, how we're going to stitch our 9 back in our line. This is our lay of our lie. This is forging our armor, and we are forging today very strongly, and you will see as we go along. So where wishes come true, how you're going to break free from the program really is where I'd like to come from, because this is the place where you don't have much choice with your dreams unless you try and stop fasting in the way that you are, or casting, should I say. So here we are now, and now you have 9-9. Look at that, just because we can. This is 9 because it is the 9 cups. So now we're going to carry on. I can be an absolute horror and even put down the day, 27. Knowing what year the calendar is, knowing all the tomfoolery, I can still put this card down. So I will, and that's going to sit there. Underneath that is going to sit the Knight of Pentacles. And I've got double ups here just so I can show you. And numbers do love to double up and keep playing over and over. So there you are. There you can see. There's those two. Can you see them? Playing out there. Now I'm going to put the Queen in, because she's nearly finished her run. Here we go. There she is. And the 4, of course, is going to be the Emperor. I didn't want to double up, but I really want to put him elsewhere, but we'll start there. Okay. So, I can jump in and put another 9. If you care to stay with me here, you'll see what I'm trying to achieve. So now we have 2 9s, 2 Hermits. What's going on planetary? That would be the first thing I'd be saying. Now, we're going to continue with the 7 of clubs. And the 7 of clubs is going to give me double check. No, I know it is. It's the old soul recovery. Where are you? Here it is. Here it is. This card right here. 29. That's right, isn't it? Double check. Yes, it's 29. So let's wipe that out. The 7 of clubs. And we're going to replace it with the 29th card. And we keep this up, I'll be able to read it how I would personally read it. Because this is what is really the message I'm trying to put out. If you trust the number and you look at the whole system, you can see what it was put down for. So I'm going to carry on. Now the 54 is here. So you have the 45 in the year, the wishing card. And then you have the effigy sitting on the stone, the tomb. This is the Godhead. Logan would say this all the time. And there you are, contemplating the navel, forging how you're going to renew yourself. And this is on the 9th day. Well, I can now take this Hermit and put it over here. So, you know, this is the last day, the 9th day of 54. It is going to digest the understanding of this card. And then it's going to go way over yonder, Carol King. And we're going to start playing with these ones. There you go. Oops, a daisy. No, it's not. There we go. So now on this side, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is the dude with all the cuneiforms and all the currency, the heaviest weight, plodding along here with this information. Long time coming, I say. And then we have the Fool card. There it is. There's the 0 per 0. There it is. These are the people that have this, that are, they're game changers. I know many people that have the Fool card. Santos Bonacci is one of them. They change the game because they're prepared to stand in the middle of diversity and not be budged. And this is how this energy needs to come forward here. This is what it is asking of you. How do we know that? Here it comes. Sorry, I'm using big guns now. I don't want to. But here is the 13. There it is, your 314 yet again. Look at that. You cannot misplace the 314 even if you wanted to. The 314 is playing here. If you have 13 over 4, I can guarantee you that they will be there when these are playing, because I've seen it. And this is through the system. So you need to know all your 13 over 4, your 12 over 3. This all takes time, and I'm here to guide you for as long as I possibly can so you can see what I did. Because I looked at it and I looked at everybody and what they were saying. Well, you have to be authentic, you need to be original, and you've got to step back as the observer. And you've got to start living the actual breath of this. And this is how I found the information. I didn't just run with it. So now we're going to bring in, because we know I wanted to move the Emperor. Where did he go? Oh, he's here. But what I'd like to say beforehand, start looking at the double ups here. Start looking at how you've got 2 hermits. Why do you have the wishing card, the 45 and the 54? This is palindromic. And the 54 is always going to teach you. The 5 is always screaming to the 9. Where's your foundation? Where's your Emperor? Is his armour forged? Measure twice, cut once. The cut of your cloth. Because this is about getting your house in order. And it has got nothing to do with outside until you go out there. True. You go out there, you start playing in the sim as soon as you're out there. Because it's there around you at all times. This is how you know you're still here. As long as you're breathing, guys. So, now there's 1 or 2 more cards. Now, I wanted to show you the difference in the pack. This is Rider-Waite. This pack here has come from Temu, this site. I paid probably $7 thinking it was going to be a crock. But a friend got me these because she showed me hers. And it proved it wasn't. They're valuable for learning tools. Valuable learning tools. So now we're going to put the 8 in here, the strength card. Now look at that, 4-4. The Emperor would be on both sides here. Because look, the 4-4 is uneven. You're getting that to that pitch. Because it is there with the 8 ball and it has everything underneath it of which it understands. That's what 8 balls do. They know everything underneath it. They don't tolerate fools. They're very much into intelligent people. And they're constantly having the relief of the 0 per 0 teaching them what they need for recovery. So that is leaving. Look at the 8 to the 9, 8 ball. Go and look on my TikTok account. You'll find the story of the 8 and 9 ball. But this is ending, so it's going over there with that 1 to 9. This energy is over. So what is happening here? The wisdom that you've gained through being alone, having this independence, through your own inner guidance. This is paramount. That then is enabling you to mediate correctly. So you can have renewal in your retreat. Because the new wave is coming in through these keys. And this is evident because of how we've been feeling in the solar plexus. Everything that this has been showing us, because you're coming in with this new challenge, and this is the old soul material. What your effigy here is doing, forging its armor in this rest, is contemplating the navel. You're planning as a Godhead your next state, and if you have house in order and you're forging your armor and you're understanding what your talents are, then you're able to understand the old soul challenge. Because the competition here is about your protection and your perseverance and maintaining control. This is how you can look at the side value and say, well, it's spirit moving to regain losing control for mastery here. Taking responsibility over the sheer myth, even down to a piece of paper, because even that will be a distortion. If you're not authentic and you can't see between the trees, it will, sorry about that, it will not change. Oh.